Howdy doody. Come on in. We got a great night planned for you. Of course, I'll be able to tell you at the end if it was a great night or a fantastic night. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fantastic, and I'm so glad you're here to enjoy it with us. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. Craft Roulette, what it is. We're going to tell you more about that in just a few minutes, but this is episode 259. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Last week, we celebrated our 5th year anniversary, and we had the lovely May on with us. And if you were joining us because you were here then, welcome back. And if you are here because you want to support, cheer, and give some huzzas to Miss Alison Heikkila, we're glad to have you here too. Now, there is an old song, Tequila, and I've been singing her name all week. Heikkila. So it's maybe a little more exaggerated than most people would say it, but it's the way I learned it. So anyway, come on in. It's Friday. I know a lot of you've worked this week and you're probably tired, but we're so glad that you are spending a little time with us while we talk about cards and creativity. And I don't really know what else it's going to be. It's always a hodgepodge. If you were enjoying those cards before the show, those were from last week. There were 436. So many cards. So many cards. And they were good. They really were. We had some great parameters, and you guys just said, hold my root beer. I got this. We're going to make some cards. There's I don't remember. There's a bunch of bonus cards, too. So not only did a lot of people go ahead and make those 436 cards, they got a little more ambitious and made some extra cards for the bonus gallery. Don't forget about the bonus galleries. They're great, and you can see them over on craftroulette.live. That's where all of our archives and information, everything is over there. I think probably my passwords, Social Security, credit cards, all over. No, it's not really over there, but it's so big it could. I would never know. We had 6 videos as well, and I did get to watch them, and I enjoyed each one of them. Thank you so much for submitting those. It's fun to see how you guys make your Craft Roulette cards and the things that you think of and how you tackle those parameters. Well done. We appreciate you. Let's pull the curtains back on, Mr. Producer, because he wants to make sure that we say congratulations to a special person. There's that hand. That's the hand that does all the programming. He does have another hand, but is probably busy programming, pushing buttons and everything right now as we speak. So he can't let that go. He can't give us 2 hands at one time. Miss Producer, last week we had a glitch in the system, and 2 weeks ago we had a glitch in the system, and later in the show we have this little section, the Parade of Achievers, and we missed one, not on purpose, but one was missed because of the programming. So we want to make sure that you give a round of applause and a huzzah and congratulations to Nadine Emerton, who sent in her 50th card. We didn't omit it on purpose because that's really pretty. Thank you, Nadine, and thank you. Congratulations on hitting that 50 mark. If it was 2 weeks ago, did she hit her 52 this week? Oh, well, hopefully we'll see that one in the Parade of Achievements when you enter the highly esteemed Club 52. All right. Thank you so much for understanding and letting us know. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, as we call them, Vinnies, we would appreciate it if you wouldn't mind doing that. Hit that subscription and notification too, so you don't miss something. That would just be so sad. I mean, what else are you going to watch on Friday night? Well, you probably have some things, options, but still, we'd miss you. So please join us. We appreciate you. We have some wonderful spin sponsors this month. They're giving away great stuff to those who have qualified and such. We'll tell you more about that. Pink and Maine, $25 gift certificate each week this month. We're going to meet Libby next week. This calls for confetti, another $25 gift certificate each week this month. So fun, you guys. These are such great companies. Please remember them when you're shopping. Riley and Company. We met Tanya a couple weeks ago, and she will be with us at Paper Ganza. She's a live wire. And Inky Stamper, sweet little Chelsea Comer, that glitter bubble herself, is giving away a $25 gift certificate as well. Oh, so how do you win these wonderful gift certificates, you wonder? Well, you have to send in a card that meet the parameters that we will be spinning for here in a few minutes. So if you were one of the 436 cards that were sent in, you will be eligible for a spin off at the end of the show and maybe win one of those gift certificates. Make sure you check. I think there was one last week that didn't get claimed. So make sure you listen and watch to the end of the show to see if you win. That was too bad. So we are not sponsored by any of those wonderful companies, but we do appreciate you when you do shop with them. We depend on our membership, and we have it's a great membership. It's over on craftroulette.live too. There's a section that is just for members, and we have member shows. I got one next week. We've got member shows. We've got Zoom calls. We've got one tonight, Silver It Up. Don't forget after the show to join us for our second, what do we call them? I don't know.
After party?
After parties. Except that the acronym for Craft Roulette After Party is a little bit dodgy. So anyway, we do ask you to check in to our Craft Roulette membership group to see if it's something that would work into your crafting budget to keep us on the air if you want us to be on the air. Ooh, such a concept. But anyway, we do appreciate y'all. We will do a roll call at the end of this show. We do want to welcome 2 new members, Caprice Lujan and Christy Geyer. Thank you guys for becoming members. And I hope to meet you and get to know you over however long you join us. They get some extra perks like extended submissions. They can send in process videos. They do have the access to the extra credit, or the not extra credit, but the extra things in the background and the Zoom calls, etc. So it's a nice little program. Do want to look at Mr. Mike. He's got a spring outfit on. Marianne Hill made this. She is one of our friends from the UK, and she just has done a beautiful job. Mr. Mike has more sweaters than I do. So we thank you so much for keeping him well dressed. We do have some merch. You can check it out on craftroulette.live/shop. And we do have some collabs over there as well. So if you are looking for some fun little dies, stamps, shirts, don't do the shirts right now. But they're getting changed over and such. So don't worry about the merch. You'll just have to admire my shirts and all that kind of thing. You can also find a link to our live event that will be going on this July called Paperganza over on craftroulette.live. It is going to be outstanding. We have 25 seats left. There's going to be so much fun, including a live craft roulette with our friends in the event room. We've got vendors, we've got teachers, we've got Amanda Stevens, hold the front door, who's going to not want to miss her. And we're going to have guests in our guest room, in our tables that have been on the show. I'm excited. I can't wait to meet and hug everybody. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. Go check it out on paperganza.com or craftroulette.live. Look for Paperganza. Okay, that's enough. From New York. What's this? From New York. Live. A first-time guest. Alison Heikkila. Welcome.
Hi. How's everybody doing?
I think we're better now that I've hushed up.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Hi,
everybody in the chat.
Yeah, they're a lovely group. If you are first time here, please introduce yourself in the chatter box. We have a lovely, lovely group that will welcome you and answer questions and take care of you. But we need to learn from you. You're a first-time guest, so we need to meet you. Please tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
I am from Long Island, New York, and I've lived here my whole life. I've got 2 teenage kids. I've got 2 crazy dogs. I've got a wonderful husband. I've been crafting my whole life. I joke that I came out of the womb and my mother handed me a crayon. Because it's always been that way. She's super crafty, and my sisters and I are all crafty because of her. So I just love to make things.
That's good. And you do have an art background, not just crafting, but a true art
Yeah, I have an
background.
art degree, and I specialized in silversmithing and sculpture.
Big
But I love to do
sculptures,
all sorts
little
of stuff.
sculpture.
I haven't done big sculptures, but I do like to dabble. But silversmithing was really my main passion.
Neat.
I love making jewelry. I do. I
Uh-huh.
love making jewelry. I love playing with my blowtorch and my
Mm-hmm.
hammers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to teach my kids how to do some of that stuff too, which is super cool.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Well, this is your first time on Craft Roulette. You are very handy with paper now too, are you not?
I think so. I think so. I've been making cards for a very long time. I owned a scrapbooking and stamping store when I got pregnant with my son, so a long time ago. But yeah, paper is such a fun thing to play with.
It is. It is. And you don't have to burn yourself as often.
Well, there is that heat tool,
There is that. You're right. You still have to be careful, and you can cut yourself on a craft knife, but
Yeah.
fun. Well, we're
Yeah.
excited to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Since it is your first time, I wondered, did you have a question for me?
Yeah, I did actually, Mary. What is Craft Roulette?
You're going to find out just here in a few minutes. But if you don't know what it is, Chatterbox, we do have a little video for you. So Chatterbox, welcome. We're glad you're here, Mr. Producer. Thanks for getting us on live again. And Allison, sit back and relax because we're going to put you to work here in just a few. What is Craft Roulette? Let's do it.
Did somebody ask what Craft Roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too.
Everyone is invited to join in the fun.
We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
That's what we do almost every Friday night, but we don't always have Darcel's granddaughter watching us. So thank you, Darcel's granddaughter. We're so glad to have you. And my buddy Babs Craven is watching from Manhattan, Kansas with her precious little granddaughter. So thank you guys so much for joining us. It's exciting to have you. It's a family-friendly show. We hope. We always try. And it's special when I know that there's families out there watching and watch groups and all sorts of stuff. It's an amazing thing. Look at all you folks all over the world that contributed last week. We got a bunch of you in Canada, the U.S. Oh, looks like we've got a couple extra down there in the Caribbean, some in the Europe, Australia, South Africa, Philippines, New Zealand. I have friends all over the world now, and I love it so much. That's what 436 contributions look like. We're over 53,000 total contributions. That is so many cards. That was my goofy card from last week. It didn't turn out like I thought it might, but I really didn't have a plan in my head about it, so I don't know what I thought it would turn out better, but I had fun making it, and I did add a little bit to it at the end. Here is the I've said this. This is that little dinosaur thing is a card. You open it, but I put a layer of liquid glass or glossy accents, and it made it so hard it doesn't open very easily. So don't do that if you're having a little tiny thing that locks in there. But that's my card. We had Cardford Special Person, Fruit, Colors, Critter, Element, and Use a Pencil. You guys did some fun things with pencils. That was mine. Let's see what May came up with. May was our guest from Alabama. She did have some nasty storms the next day in Alabama, and but they were okay. She said it was super scary, but we were glad that she got on the show. We weren't quite sure if she was going to make it or not, so glad it all turned out. All happy endings, fairy tale-like. I like it. This was her cute card. I love you to the core. We look forward to seeing May every time that she's on. She's a very nice person, and thank you so much, May and your maidens. We appreciate you. Now we're going to bring back Alison so we can have our parade of achievers. This is when we get to welcome our first-timers, say congratulations to our Mug Clubbers and our Club 52 members, recognize our leading ladies and those who have hit major milestones such as 25 cards, 50, 75, and so forth. We've got a handful tonight, so sit back and relax while we say some hoorays and hurrahs to these special card contributors. And Alison, I like to be able to say their name, where they're from, or how many cards, and then you have a quick chance to, a quick chance to say something. And right. Before we move to the next
one. My glasses on for this part.
Good idea. They're worth seeing well.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
Let's see who our first timers were this week. This is the hardest card. There were 8 of you. Well done. Hope you come back this week and every week. Marilyn Montfort, Georgia.
Oh, I like that background.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Caprice Legend, our new member. That's so darling.
Yeah.
Heather Idlin, Florida.
Cute. The ladybugs.
Sharon F. from California. Ready for Easter.
Yeah, I like the plaid.
Michelle P. from the Kansas. Cute.
That's cute.
It's so playful. Kristen H. from Florida.
I love bees, so that's a winner.
Helen from Florida.
Very cute.
Critters everywhere. Sylvia B. from Missouri. There's the stamp I used.
Can't go wrong with dinos.
No, they're hard to beat, aren't they? All right, congratulations. So glad you joined us. Our major milestone achievers. 25 for Debbie, a yellow brick road digital bungalow. Karen, I got the 2 mixed up. Karen from my enchanted bungalow. Thomas, Texas Craft Connection. 25 cards. 50 cards for Vicki Jensen. We got your cards. Pam Dawson, 50 cards.
So cute.
They are cute. Lois from Florida, 50 cards. Pretty.
Yeah.
Melissa H. from New York, 75.
Llamas. Love that.
Lisa from St. Peters, Missouri, 100 cards. She's a mug clubber.
Wow. Amazing.
Karen Roberts, 100 cards. She's a mug clubber too. Stephanie did an A9 for her mug club card. Well done, Steffi. Donna Shokuski, 100 cards. Darling cards. Well done. 150 for Carmen. Choose Joy with Carmen. And 150 videos. Deanna R. Washington, 150. Those are so cute.
So cute.
Chris Pazmina from the UK, formerly from Ecuador, 150 cards. Well done. Oh, bravo. All those major milestones. Great job. Vicky Ruta is a leading lady this week with 218 cards.
That is cute.
Smurf Murphy's bringing the dragon and a pencil with 219 cards. Jackie Jackpot Muller from Australia, 220. Kathy Herring, 223 with Cute Moose.
Mm-hmm.
5K Now 6K Lamone, 226 cards, and she has a video.
That's pretty.
Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis is our leading lady tonight. Congratulations and well done. 200, and I didn't see how many, but I know it's a whole bunch. Nicely done, Ellen. Club 52 welcomes Melinda Autry from North Carolina. Cool card. Debbie C. from Tennessee. Oh, Tennessee, Debbie C. That's all for Club 52. Club 52 still welcomes you with open arms, even though we don't give you anything. Mug Clubbers, if you would be so kind to use our contact form and send me your address so I can send you our stamp set that is designed just for Mug Club, we'd appreciate it. And congratulations to you all. I don't know. Those were pretty darn cute, Miss Allison.
They certainly were.
Ay, 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 ay. Did you notice all the different styles? We have a lot of cutesy styles, but we've got room for everybody.
Yeah, that's great. That's good.
Yeah, there's no limitations on your style or products or media or anything. So
That's good. I like to play with all of it.
there you go. It's too much fun to limit us, right? I think so too. Well, that little bad boy closes out last week. Congratulations on our 5th anniversary show, and thank you for participating and being a part of it. That means we got to get real now because it's time to bring on the parameters. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I think you are. I do.
I am.
I've got tons of confidence in you. We're going to be spinning for project, colors, element, and random. Each week we give our members, as part of their bonus content, a poll to vote one of those off in each column. One of the parameters off in each column, which means if we land on a vetoed item, we will spin again, and the wheel can't make us use that. Now for project, let's see what they don't want to do this week. A2, never. Pocket with, somebody said A2. Ooh. Tag with a pocket gift card or thinking of you. Gift card is off the wheel for this week. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't make a gift card, most likely. If we do get something, an A2, and you want to make it a gift card, you still can. It's just that we don't have to do it. For colors, what will we not get this week? String of Lights, Train, Dreamy, or Craft Store? Pretty decisively, Train is off. Okay, we don't have to worry about silver bullets this week. For element, what are we going to not have to worry about? Keys, crafters, clothing, toast and bread are off. So we don't have to worry about that. I know we're going to have a fun week when we do get that. But we don't have to worry about that. You can still bring in toast and toasters if you want to. No saying you can't. And for random, the members voted off center, thread, nope, black and white image. Okie doke. We don't have to worry about just having a black and white image or using a black and white image. This is the chance for you, darling. What would you like to veto?
I would like to veto number 20 in projects, which is easel card.
Easel card it is.
Yeah. I don't do fun folds, really.
That's what you were saying. You're just not too into fun folds. So get rid of them while you can, right?
Yes.
Yeah. This was your chance. If we get like matchbook card, we will talk about it. So we don't have to worry.
Promise?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I did forget my speech. It's over there. I'm gonna have to go get it. But yeah, we'll talk you off the ledge if we get something like that.
We'll be all right.
And for colors, what would you love if? Oh no, a project. What would you like if you do get guest choice?
A2.
Always good.
Let's just keep
Always
it easy,
good.
You know,
No reason not to. No reason not to. And everybody knows pretty much what they're doing on those. So,
Yes.
very comfortable choice. And people like it when you choose comfortable things. They do. You'll make
Try to
friends.
make people happy.
And for colors, what's your jam?
I would like number 13, which is craft store, and I'm really glad it didn't get vetoed.
Do you have a particular aisle that you would think of in a craft store?
There's rainbows everywhere in a craft store, so I feel like
So-
that is like an A2, super easy to work with.
Yeah. So you're
Yeah.
thinking how you would fit rainbow into that. Yeah, that makes
Not
sense.
necessarily rainbow. I just think of the fact that you can use any color, because even if you just go down the paint aisle, I mean, what color's missing in the paint aisle? So
Right.
feels
Right.
like it's a give me, you know?
I'm thinking too, looking at you a little bit, you may like teal.
A little bit. Yes.
There's a lot of commitment in a teal hairdo. So,
There
yeah.
is, but I'm
It's
here
pretty.
for it. I've been doing it for a long time.
Good deal. Or I should put hair for colors.
Hey, that would
I
be
hadn't
fun.
ever thought of that. Instead of just having
Ooh.
browns, I could have. My daughter has pink.
There you go. I've done
Mhm.
pink.
Yeah.
I've done almost all of them. Not orange, not yellow. Everything else is on the table.
You could. Yeah, Lucille Ball orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do all sorts of stuff.
Mhm.
You could have. Oh well, we'll do that another time maybe.
Yeah.
Element. What would you put if you get number 1?
In the sky.
In the sky.
But that would be really
Alright.
fun. I mean, I'm thinking planes, I'm thinking stars, moons, aliens. I mean, so many things.
Rockets.
Birds.
Astronauts. Asteroids.
Sure.
Yeah.
Even treetops. You know?
Treetops. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that could be
Me
really
when I
fun.
jump. When I see a spider.
My husband, he's very tall.
Is he? He's in the sky.
To me, he is, because I'm
Altitude up
short.
there.
And he's very tall.
That's cute. That's cute. Yeah, so in the sky would be fun. You can do lots of things. Kites.
Yeah. Oh, kites is a good
Clouds.
one.
Mm-hmm. Sunshine.
Mhm.
And for
Definitely.
random,
Well, if you know me, you know that I like my gal pal Amy from Amy's Wares. I love me some stencils. So
I hear
that
ya.
would be my random choice, stencil.
I hear ya. Yep,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Amy Wares is the one that one of the people that suggested you to me. And I was excited to check in and see what you were all about. Then I found out that both of you are work with one of our spin sponsors, A Colorful Life Design.
Yes.
And so, yeah, she's Mary Kay is very talented. She's got a new release coming out in April that we can't show you yet, but I will tell you, it's good.
It is good. It is
good,
a
and I'm
favorite of
looking-
mine.
I'm looking forward to getting those stencils some ink.
Yeah,
so, okay,
yeah, it's
well,
a
those would
favorite.
make great cards. That would make a great
Yeah.
card.
I think
And
so.
you yeah, anybody should make one of those anyway. If you were stuck for an idea, there it is. Yeah, pretty stencil with a rocket ship.
Mhm.
Rainbow colors. Okay, I think we can do something. I'm ready now to make something. So let's give this guy a warm up.
Okay.
Are you guys ready to in the chatterbox to give me some ideas? For project, will we get a fun fold? Oh. Sylvia Torres says, those are nice choices, Allison. For, oh, well, card with 2 folds, but okay,
That's
so
all right.
Mr. Wheel sometimes makes us do things that we don't think we want to do. And then
We're
we
gonna
find
make it
out that
work.
they're really fun. So, okay, we'll do that. And for colors, Lauren Taylor's here. She says, you got this. Number
Lauren.
7, jelly beans. Very rainbow. Very rainbow.
I was
For
hoping for
element?
that one too.
Yep, that's a good one.
Mhm.
That's been chosen by guests lately, too, as a choice. Oh, boy. Math.
Okay. All right.
I
can
don't
do
see
that.
a lot of excitement there, but we'll figure
No,
it
no,
out.
I had a feeling that was going to come up. I did.
Did you?
I had a feeling.
What do you think is going to happen for random? You have a feeling?
I really want it to be stencils, but I feel like it's not going to be stencils.
Okay, well, let's give her something she wants, Mr. Wheel. Number 14, markers. Oh, you can handle a marker.
That's great. That's fab.
Yeah, you can handle a marker. I got to get my speech. That was harder than I thought it was going to be. Started falling around. Okay, so this is when you get a minute to think, and I get a minute to give my speech. Always wanted to be a public speaker. This is going to be your craft. This is a challenge. We want you to play. We really do. We had 436 people that did it last week, and that's how you qualify for those great prizes. So play. Consider being a part of our challenge. This is all about artistic expression. We're not going to tell you what to use, how to use it, or anything like that. We don't have any particular products that we are going to be sharing, and we don't have any particular plan. I really don't have a particular plan. As a matter of fact, if you asked me what are the 4 parameters that we're going to work with tonight, I couldn't tell you right now. It's just not in my brain. But this is going to be your art project. Play along with us. It's a lot of fun. You can make that project. It's very simple and classic. You saw some of those cards in the slideshow and in the Parade of Achievers. You can have it very classically presented, or you can make it as complicated as something like this. We are all about it. That's one from Mrs. Card Monkey herself. Anyway, you can make it very complicated or anywhere in between. It's just fine. We just want to see you play and have some fun. You can take each one of those parameters. Oh yeah, those parameters. Each one of them very literally, such as. I gotta get a drink. Just a second. Thank you. Such as you could say, HEY Google, what are some jelly bean colors? And HEY Google might tell you. It might show you all licorice colors or all red hot tamale colors. I don't know. But you can choose from the palettes what you want to use. Pardon me. Or you can take them and interpret them as much as you want. Like last week, we had used a pencil. So people were drawing pencils. They were adding pencils to their images, or they used them for coloring. So same thing with markers. You could draw one, you could die cut it, or you can just use them for coloring. It's up to you. Okay, that math, it's still there, isn't it? We invite people of all ages and all levels of experience. We just want you to have some fun playing. We have had very young people, 3-year-olds, send in cards before that were good. You do need to include all 4 parameters. That's a mando. And you get to decide how they're used. Are they going to be used in the foreground, as a focal, as a background? Are you going to put it on a tag? Are you going to sneak it in there? Are you going to make it loud and proud? I don't know. It's up to you. They do need to be handcrafted. And, I forgot the other thing. I got to remember. Oh, my lands. I kept thinking, is there something over there I need to get? And it needs to be family friendly so I don't blush when I see it in the gallery. Actually, that feels really good. I didn't know how hot I was getting. So, are you ready? I think so. I think I'm ready. Math. Oh, my gosh. What are we going to do with math, Allison? Let's talk about these things.
My husband just texted me. It popped up on my screen, and he mentioned pi. And I see in the chatter box that people are mentioning pi. That could work. Honestly, the math is not really the problem. It's the cards with 2 folds that I'm worried about. But I'm thinking either a gatefold card, or perhaps I'll do a regular A2 card and then have something folded on top with like a critter or something. Would that count? That would count because that's a second fold and it's only 2 folds then. So maybe I'll do something like that.
And A2 has 1 fold already. So you just have to fold down a corner or put a mini card on it. Or
folding down a corner. That's great.
I'm here for you.
Too.
Or the bottom of you could even fold up a bottom of a mat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So there's lots of
Gwen
ways
is saying
to
Z-fold.
trick
I don't
that.
know how to do a Z-fold.
Z-folds are so easy.
Yeah, I haven't done that.
Oh, well, we need
Done
to,
a lot of things, but
you know,
weird folds
Z-folds
is not really one of them.
Z-folds include math.
Yeah. Yes.
So
So does the
if you did
gatefold
a
that I was thinking of, but I
Yep.
think I might abandon that idea.
Yeah, make it easier, right?
Yeah.
But there's lots of ways to do 2 folds, and that means at least 2 folds. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So if we
Yeah.
have a couple extra, that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
We're not going to kick you to the curb if you have a couple extra. Absolutely
My sister would
not.
probably put origami on her card because she likes origami.
I hate those origamis. They always, I get about 10 steps and then all of a sudden it just goes to Greek. So yeah, I don't do origami. It's way too hard. I'm not a straight fold person. Are you real good at straight stuff?
I'm all right. I can eyeball things. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do okay.
Yeah. Straight seams.
I'm excited
never,
about the
just-
colors. The colors are great. Jelly beans, there's so many options. That's going to be fun.
You have
And
a
we can
favorite
throw in
jelly
a bunch
bean?
of black in there, which I like too.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite jelly bean flavor?
I'm going to say the red ones. Whatever
They're
that
good.
flavor is. I like that
Like
one.
the cinnamon. How about popcorn? We had this discussion a couple weeks ago. Popcorn, jelly beans, jelly bellies. What do you think?
Not my favorite.
No.
I do love me some Jelly Bellies. My sister used to buy me Jelly Bellies all the time. And I used to like making the combination where you make the, it was like cherry with marshmallow and chocolate. That was good. I think there's even a graham
wow.
cracker one. That was good.
Oh wow. You're kind of a connoisseur. Yeah.
I used to be.
I haven't done that and played with jelly bellies in a long time. It kind of makes me nostalgic. Okay,
Yeah.
so jelly beans, any color, you can have them very limited, or you can have all the colors in the rainbow. But generally,
Mhm.
they're pretty bright. So if you
They
feel
are.
like going bright, you can go bright this week easily. But
Mhm.
there's some others that are kind of pastel, like the Easter jelly beans are all sweet pastel colors. So
Yeah. And
congratulations,
then you
all
have
of
the
us. We get to
speckled
do what we
ones too that are pastel, but then they have the flecks on them. Those are
Mhm.
fun.
It doesn't mean we have to include jelly beans. You can, if you can figure out how to put, like, how many jelly beans in this jar. It could be a math problem, but you don't have to have jelly beans on the card, but you can. So math, pie is one of the first things I thought of because last week was actually Pie Day.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yes.
even though that is PI, we can still go PIE if we want
Right.
to. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And make a
Well, I
nice
was
pie
just
of
thinking
jelly
that we
beans.
could use numbers for a birthday card or something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ellen
Yeah.
was saying take a piece of paper, divide in half, fold, then you have a Z fold or a Z fold.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's
okay.
math, too.
Cool.
So,
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's really easy. You'd
All right.
probably love it.
I
It
just
may
might.
become your favorite card.
It might be, but we're not going to try it tonight.
No, it really is that easy that you could do it tonight.
Okay.
It's that easy.
I believe you.
So math, yep. You can put numbers. You can put them in words. You can put
Mhm.
them in numerals. Great for birthdays. Great for anniversaries. Great for countdowns.
Yeah. The fact that you have to measure the paper in the 1st
Mhm.
place is math.
Mhm. Yeah, you can
So.
put a little measuring thing on it.
Yeah,
You could
ruler.
even have a little ruler on it or something that has a clock might have some math because telling time is mathematics,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
guess. And so you can do something that has some kind of number association, I guess. Yeah, it'll be fun to see what you come up with. Yeah,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many little dust bunnies are on a card? You can, yeah, you can do all sorts of fun things. So
Definitely.
math is not going to be as scary as it seems at first, I think.
Mhm.
We'll see.
I agree.
We'll see.
I agree.
Don't be afraid. Just play. And for
I'm not afraid.
markers, you're a good coloring person.
I enjoy to color. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So that should
markers
be
is
pretty easy.
Definitely. Because I can use markers. I have stamps of markers. So definitely have a lot of options there.
Yeah. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I think you got some good ones, even though you didn't look like you loved math at first. I think you're okay now.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
You need to like let it coalesce in your mind a little bit, and then
Isn't that the truth?
We always say math
All
is
right.
more art than science on Craft Roulette. So
yes, and that's more my speed. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I hurt myself tonight because I'm going to be doing math, just be kind. Send the ambulance to. No, I'm not planning on hurting myself. But that was one of those parameters I put it on and went, now why did I do that? But yeah, a measuring tape. If you had a measuring tape, if you were doing mixed media or something, you could do that.
Sure. Yeah, that's a
All
great
sorts of fun
idea.
stuff.
I think I have some washi tape that has a ruler on it. That would be cool.
See, all those things just start coming.
Mm-hmm.
That little brain has so much information in it.
Yeah, it's true.
Just so fun to let it bubble up. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, if you
definitely.
are comfortable and I'm ready, I guess I don't remember what I was going to, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but it doesn't matter. So we'll do something. But if you're ready, we can break and get our things and then come back and start getting busy. Sound okay?
Definitely. Yep. I'm good.
All right.
I'm ready to go.
Chatterbox, I'm going to see what you have in mind, and we'll be back in a few minutes to start our cards. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is in review? In review, our Craft Roulette. On Wednesdays, tune in, don't forget. 3 acts await each night anew, with fun and creativity just for you. Act 1, Mail Call, a joy to see, your lovely letters sent with glee, snail mail shared with hearts so true, your crafty spirit shining through. Act 2, Card Showcase, a deep dive, random picks that come alive, discussing love for each design, crafted cards that truly shine. Act 3, Whodunit Game, Detective's Call, catch Miss Mary in her crafty thrall, a mystery unfolds, a clue to chase, find the card she tries to case. Guess the crafter, be quick, be smart, reveal the one who played their part. In live chat, declare your clue, solve the case, and win a prize, too. Live on air with Mary Gun Fun, crafting joy for everyone. Join us live, be part of the show, in review, where creativity flows. Craft Roulette, a fun-filled sight. Wednesdays await with crafty delight. Subscribe now, don't delay. In review, a crafty play. Send your mail, crack the case. In our world, joy finds its place. Join the fun. Let's craft together for happily ever after, now and forever. Well, my goodness gracious sakes days. There's some action going on outside my window. If you can hear the dogs, we have a neighbor dog that likes to visit. And our dogs just go nuts, and so they're out there just being nutty. So we've got card with 2 folds. We've got jelly beans. We've got math, everybody's favorite, marker. I know there's people that are really good at math around here, and it's have fun with this one. I don't know what you're going to do with it in particular, but it's going to be fun. And then I will go back tomorrow and watch the show and read your comments and make notes in my Craft Roulette Creative Companion so I can remember and find out what you all are talking about. So this is, well, I'll wait until Alison comes back. But I had a whole bunch of pieces cut out from our Craft Roulette the basic stamp set. And so I pulled out some pieces. I may have to go into my closet and stamp or die cut the wheel. But doesn't that look like something mathematic? Sure it does.
It's a pie
right?
chart.
It's a pie chart. It's like, how many people want to play Craft Roulette? Almost everybody. So I just pulled those out, and then I found a hello. And I'm going to do a Z-fold so I can show Alison how to do it. And then I think those are kind of, or I might just use these. But then I'll put that on the front. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. It does look like Pac-Man, doesn't it, Kamado? It does. And I think these look very Jelly Belly-ish, don't you think? Or Jelly Bean-ish. Not Easter jelly beans, but we're good. We're good. I wish I knew what I was doing on this, but we're going to be okay. Oh, I have to get some markers too. And I have them because we have a new marker sponsor. Oh my goodness. Look at all those beautiful colors. These are my beautiful Olos. And Olo is our new marker sponsor on Craft Roulette. And they have given up. I bought a bunch and they sent me a bunch of beautiful, beautiful markers. I have been playing with them and I do like them very much. I like to pet them. So, yeah. So I can use markers. I've got a few. I do like them. I've been having fun doing a little bit of, I could probably do a little coloring too. We'll find out what Alison's up to, and then we'll go with that. There you go. We can figure this out.
We're going to bring her back.
I know, Hat Trick. Look at those Olo markers. Okay, so what do we have? We've got New York back with us. Yeah, just a few. There's lots of them. Okie dokie.
Okay. Hi.
So, Alison, I want to show you. Here is your regular A2 card. Correct? You want to abracadabra. I'm going to make it into a Z-fold.
Oh, really? That's it?
That's it.
Huh. Oh. That's cool.
I know, see?
So nice.
So it is a magic trick, but one that we can all do. Yeah. See,
And that's a
not any
regular
harder.
A2 card.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe I will
know.
try it.
Yeah. They're great. Because you can
do
all sorts of fun things with them. And that's just like the basic, and then you can do more things that are fun.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah.
Thank you. See,
You bet.
we're all learning things tonight, right, folks?
We try. So what do you have in store?
All right. So I decided, and I'm not usually a very literal person, but I decided to go literal. We're going to use some jelly beans and this jar. This is a really old lawn fawn set. I thought that would be fun to play with. And I was thinking that maybe I would pop it up with this, like have it suspended on there. But now I might try the Z-fold card. I don't know. And then, of course, I needed to grab a stencil. So I have tri-dots. This is a fun one. I thought it would work well with the jelly beans. It's kind of fun. And then I've got a lot of ink colors I can use. And then I was looking for the math washi tape that I thought I had. I thought I had a ruler, but instead I found, can you see this? Music notes. Whoops, hold on, wrong way.
Oh.
Music notes on the washi tape. And you need math to play music because you've got to count and keep track. So that washi tape
scored
will probably
on that
get
one.
used. Hey, yeah.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
So I think we're going to do that.
That sounds great.
Yes.
That sounds
That's
super
going to be
great.
fun.
Okay.
So
Well,
I think I'm going to try the Z folds. I see it in the chatter box. Everybody wants me to try new things. So we're going to go
try
for
it. Try it. Try it. Yes, do indeed.
All right.
So I'm
Okay.
thinking I may make a little rectangle to go behind here and then do my markers, just some marker kind of colors.
Nice.
And then put the circle behind it
Oh, pretty.
with my, I don't know. But I already did my math and I've already got my 2 folds. We'll be fine.
Amazing.
But yeah, I know. Too easy. Too easy.
All right.
That's math. 2.
Hey. Yep.
It's an equation.
Math
2
is
equals
everywhere.
It sure is. It sure is. Okay. All right, guys. I made my Z fold. Right? Is that all I need to do now?
That's it. Except, well, flip it out. So
Flip it out? Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
There
And
you
I've
go.
already got nail polish all over it. Look at this. I've already made a mess. We're going to
Perfect.
have to make that a little fancier. That's okay.
just perfect. That fits right in.
Okay. Cool. I made a Z fold. Done.
I forgot to tell you, don't do fancy news things on the show that you've never done before.
See, and that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm not supposed to do fancy new things, but look, you've got me doing fancy new stuff.
I never follow my own rules very well.
That's okay. I'm going to start by stamping my my jar and my jelly beans.
Okay, so I may just use a variety of, not use those, and use a variety that do a little stenciling in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I know I made the cutest little elephant this week too, so I might just add that little elephant, and she was adorable. So let me get my elephant.
That sounds good. And I
As
am
I was
going to color with
Practicing
Copic,
with my
I think.
O's. I think she is so cute.
That's good. That's going to be cute.
And now I have my colors all figured out, and that's very jelly beanie.
That's great.
Jelly beanie. Yeah.
I have no idea what colors I'm going to use. I'm just going to pick them on the fly,
There you go.
and that's all right.
It is all right.
Yeah.
I don't know what colors well, no, I did write them on the back. Oh,
I
gosh.
haven't used this stamp set in a long
Right.
time, so I'm excited to break this out again.
Good. Okay, I use that one. This was very much advanced thinking for me to put the colors that I used on the back. I don't
Hey,
usually
that's
think that
nice.
far ahead.
I try to always take notes for what the colors are because I really like to make sure I have that info on my blog so that if I ever need to use it as a reference, like we were talking before the show started about how we saw a lot of house mouse. I color a lot of house mouse. So I like to have the colors kind of predetermined for their fur and their skin so that I don't have to keep changing it up. I have a few different combinations, but by writing them down, at least I can refer back to it and I don't have to reinvent the wheel, as it were. See that
That's
pun?
a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need to do that, though. Mr. Wheel doesn't want to be changed.
Exactly.
He's very happy the way he is.
Yes.
I guess I didn't do the pink. That's okay. I'll just pull one out. Okay, so if let me find my stencil first.
Okay. I'm going to just finish with my jelly beans.
Oh yeah, that's really cute. You know, when I was saying jelly beans, I was thinking of a jar like that. So it's good to see.
Yeah. I don't usually go so literal, but I think that it's appropriate. You know, Easter's coming and all that, so
Mhm. No, it's cute. It's cute.
yeah.
So
Okay.
I can't remember who it was said that you're pretty good at mixed media too.
I do enjoy mixed media. That was probably Irene.
Yeah, I was.
I do enjoy mixed media. Thank you, Irene, for saying that. I don't really think that we'll do a whole lot of that tonight. We'll see, but it is probably my favorite. I hate to say that it's a style because it's really so many styles in one. But I do enjoy it very much because it's you get messy. And look what I did already.
Got
I
messy?
smudged it. I smudged it.
Well, we wished you that. We always wish that before the show. Smudge a card.
Yeah,
And you've already done
that's
it.
fine.
So
That's fine.
all
That's
the pressure is off.
fine. I always say
Following
that
instructions.
any day that you have inky fingers means that you were creative that day, and it means that you had a good day. So,
It always reminds
this
me
is
that
no
I've had
good.
a happy
This is just smudging so bad.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, you
It's
have time to start again if you want.
Yeah,
And
I
you
think I'm
know
going to
that it's not
restamp
very
it because I don't.
hard.
It's not great at the moment. We're going to restamp.
I'm not finding what I wanted.
You're not finding what you want?
Not what I had in mind, but I do have I can do an animal print. I'll just do an animal print. And that'll be fine because it's going to be elephanty.
Yes. I had just re-inked that Gina K ink that I was using, that ink pad. So I think it's a little overjuiced at the moment. And that's why it's smudging on me.
It can be pretty juicy.
Yeah, that's okay.
So you're doing okay? You're just rolling along, aren't you?
I'm doing all right. I just want to get back on track and fix that little bit of a mess, and then I'll be good to go because it's a little too soon to be making a mess.
Well, it's nice.
It's funny.
It's nice to have a little cushion there.
I've done a lot of lives for a company that unfortunately is no longer in business. It was a sequins company, and they made sequin mixes, I should say. And I did lives for them every week, and I made this really cute balloon card, and it was so fun. It was so sweet, and the very last thing I did was stamp the sentiment on the card, and I dropped my ink pad on the card, and it made this big black line over all of these really pretty, vibrant colors, and I was like, all right, guys, we're going to just go with it. And I just kept doing it. I kept stamping black lines all over. And you know what? It looked pretty good when it was done.
That's right.
It's
if
those
you don't,
happy accidents.
Just do more of it. If it's wrong, do more of it. And then you'll know if it's really wrong or if you can live with it.
Yep, exactly. Oh, Lauren, yes. Sad face with the tombstone. Alison said that they remember the live. Yep. That was a funny one. I was really frustrated, but it worked out. Okay. We are restamped and ready to go. I'm feeling better about this.
Oh, good.
No smudging now.
Okay, we'll go ahead and just do a little gray on this little piece then. How do we want to do that?
Okay.
Doing good. We are well. It's going to go fast, I think, tonight, ma'am.
It might. We'll see. We'll see if I make any other mistakes.
Well, fair enough. Well, I better get to some of the questions from our members that they have for you, May. And I want to know more about your website and what kinds of things you do, too. So we'll start with Roberta Sadler, who asks, what would be your ideal craft retreat? Would it be in Kansas City in July?
That would definitely be a very good time. My ideal craft retreat, I don't think that there's a best or worst answer. I think that it's just a matter of being with people that have a passion for crafting like I do, and just wanting to meet, hang out, have a good time. I don't really think that the place matters too much because when it comes down to it, the point is to kind of hang out and make stuff together.
Yeah.
So really, anywhere that we can be together is good with me.
No.
That would be my answer.
Well, we do have 25 seats left.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
that's going to be a fun time for you guys.
It is.
It's very exciting.
It is very exciting. There's a lot of good things planned.
Yeah, I had done a retreat a few years back, and I got to meet Amanda from Pear Blossom Press.
Good.
And a few other folks, and it was so much fun because really you don't get to meet these people too often because we're scattered all over.
Yep.
So it was great.
Yeah, Amanda's worked hard on this too. She's Mr. Producer and Amanda. Whew, they're doing so much work.
They are. Okay, I've got some jelly bean colors here.
Oh yeah, if you're going to Paperganza, be sure to go to the Paperganza website, log in, and then you'll see a button that says Ticket Dashboard. If you go in there, there is a survey, and in that survey, it will ask you about dietary restrictions, who you want to sit with, and all of that. And so the faster we can get everybody to fill that out, the sooner we can start assigning seats. Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah, we went to the hotel this week and tested the mic system, and it turned out great. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. There's a lot of considerations that are being made that are for everybody to have the very best time they can.
That's important.
Well, it really is. People are taking time off. They're traveling.
Yeah.
We have Natasha Rogers from Australia will be joining us, so that's exciting.
That's very exciting. That's a lot of traveling.
Yes, it is. What's this going to look like?
How's your project coming along, Mary?
I think it's doing better than last week, honestly. Yeah. I like it better so far. Got this cute little elephant. You'll never believe it in the Shire. And we're doing okay with it, I think. She might actually hold down that fold a little bit. Something about Z-folds, if you have a very stout paper, they do like to pop up.
Okay.
That's a little annoying, but not terrible.
So yeah, mine's popping up right now, but hopefully the weight of this jelly bean jar will keep it down.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can just abandon it at the last minute and go back to an A2.
Nah, you got it.
No, I won't do that.
You got it. You got it all taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever thought about doing like a cruise or a trip across the pond and doing a tour, a craft tour?
I would love to do that. Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. I'm not really a cruise person because I'm not really a huge fan of water.
You're on Long Island. You're kind of around, isn't it kind of?
Yeah, I don't have much choice here. Just not my favorite thing. But yeah, I would love to go to other places and craft with folks there, teach things. That would be so much fun. I would love that.
You would cross the water for it?
I would, especially if it's via plane, because that's faster. I have been on a cruise before, and it was a lot of fun, but it's just not my favorite place to be.
Yeah. It would be a long boat ride.
Yeah, it would.
Maybe she should sit on top. Yeah, I like that better.
I feel like you're going to be done so much faster than me.
I can watch you then. Oh, no. I'll figure it out. I'm not done yet. I'm still agonizing on this black, if it's too black.
Okay. Can you put anything shiny on it, like a sparkle pen or something?
I could if I had one,
or
but mine is dead.
Ink? You have metallic ink that you can like press into it?
No. No.
Okay.
Those are both good ideas. So I may just end up using something else. But I like her, and I don't mind this. But see how that is so much nicer without that strong. If she was a little, I don't know.
Can you die cut it from a different color?
Probably. If I knew where I had that die. I'll figure out something. You bet I will. Oh, I get to watch you, though, because you've got lots of beautiful jelly beans.
Yeah. Jelly beans are happy, right?
They are so happy.
Who's
Well,
crying
Gwen
when they're eating a
Simmons.
jelly bean?
Gwen Simmons, who I understand you really wanted you on the show.
Yes.
Has some questions for you. One is, what project do you have next on your agenda?
Oh my goodness. Probably some stuff with the new A Colorful Life Designs release, because it's been a very busy month for me, and I haven't gotten to get as much time in my craft space as I typically do. And then I've got stuff to do for Spellbinders, so I'm looking to do some mixed media for that. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It sounds like, yeah. You've got teenagers. And,
I do.
And the teenagers, you think, oh boy, they're going to be teenagers. There won't be anything to do.
Yeah, that is not the case at all.
That is a lie.
So busy here. So busy.
And speaking of teenagers, we get to meet your daughter. When do we get to meet her?
Well, we're going to be on one of the Craft Roulette mother-daughter episodes in May, which is so exciting. I'm so thrilled that my daughter agreed to do that with me, and I'm so honored that you asked us to join you.
It'll be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
We're doing it again, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. We are doing mothers and daughters in May, and it'll be nice. You and Amy Wares and her daughter will be new to us. And then Crafty Al and Presley, Amanda and Kelly. And
that's going to be great.
Some unknowns named Gina and Rena.
Ooh, very fun.
Some new
I see
new
the
crafters.
Chatterbox. My daughter is watching right now with my sister. So hi, Rhiannon.
Hi,
Get ready.
So glad to meet you. Thanks for agreeing to do this.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. She used to do lives with me very often. So it's been a while, and I'm really stoked to do it with her again. So, yeah.
Well, that's weird now, but it's okay. It's not turning out the way I really love it. But we're okay. We're okay. I have plenty of time. I may just go cut something. You want to yeah, I feel like I am trying to make something out of something that's not going to work. I'm going to ask you one more question, because that's a big one while I go cut another die cut.
Sure.
If marooned, this is also from Gwen. If marooned on an island with 5 crafty supplies, 5, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would you love to have with you, apart from the food and drinkable water, what 5 would you have? What 5 tools? Ooh.
Wow. That is a heavy question. I think I would go with markers of some kind. I think that
markers is a big thing.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be like every Copic, because, I don't even own every Copic. Yeah. But just having some type of coloring tool would be good. And then I'd probably want a Misty, because that's always useful. I'd need a couple of stamps of some kind. Do I have to say glue? Is glue an automatic, like, obvious thing? I feel like that's
Unless
obvious,
you want
right?
to make glue out of coconuts or something like the professor did on Gilligan's Island.
And then, gosh, maybe some, it would be nice to have some liquid acrylics, like a fluid acrylic in like red, orange, and yellow. And not red, orange, and yellow, red, yellow, and blue, so that I could make whatever color I wanted and like splatter and, brush the color on and things like that. That would be fun. So that's what, 4 now?
Yep. Mary
And then-
Slominski is asking about paper.
Yeah, paper would be pretty important to have. Yeah. Yeah. I guess so. So that's 5.
I like how you used it like big collective kind of things, not single things. Like I'm going to bring one black pen, one pencil. You did pens, markers, paper.
Yeah. Well, you got to cheat the system a little bit with that kind of thing, right?
Absolutely.
And really, when I travel, I take markers with me. I don't take all of them, but I take some. I certainly don't take just one because that would be kind of boring.
It would be terribly boring.
Susan Cerrone in chat wants to know if Alison, if your daughter was named after a Fleetwood Mac song.
Very good. Yes. Do you know how many people don't know the song Rhiannon? And it shocks me. It shocks me. But yeah, she was
Even
named
I know
for the
that
Fleetwood
one.
Mac song.
Even I know that one.
Yep.
That's fun.
Yeah. So I have Rhiannon, that's my daughter, and my son is Phoenix. And he was named for the mythological bird. Because why not? It's fun.
You only get one chance to name those kids.
That's right. But they like their
I made a
names,
card that has a phoenix element to it this week in review for my whodunit card. Now watch this.
Nice.
Here comes the phoenix rising.
Oh,
It's Eunice. Eunice is our catch-all villain from the old days, but anytime we have gremlins, technical gremlins or anything, we blame it on Eunice. So she's going back into the rubbish.
that's funny. That's a great card. See, I think I'm going to have my jelly beans like this. And I think that I grabbed some pattern paper in like fun rainbow colors. I might add some pattern paper back here and then do some stenciling here. I think that might be kind of fun.
Really,
Now, do you usually
understand the assignment?
I'm trying. Do you decorate here too?
Sometimes people will, like if they use paper, they use it in both places. And you also have a place here where you can write.
Right.
But they can also
so I'm
hide
going to leave
things.
that plain.
So you can also hide things underneath the thing that sticks out. So
Right.
you can hide a little sentiment.
An extra jelly bean.
Yes, indeed. Exactly.
Okay. That's fun.
So there are several things you can do. You can use different pattern papers. You can make scenes. You can have surprises. You can have interactives inside of it.
All right. All right. That's cool. Let's see. Look at these pretty colors. Aren't they fun?
They're beautiful.
Yeah, I like these. Do I want to do green?
Springy. So
Yeah.
springy.
I don't know if I want green today. Maybe pink. Kind of feeling the pink, guys.
I am too.
Yeah, I think we're going to go with that.
I got a lot of pink going on here.
We have stripes too, but I'm not feeling the stripes. We got to go with the dots.
No, the dots are strong.
Yeah.
Dots
Okay.
are always good.
Dots are always good.
I like that better.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hide the answer to the number of jelly beans in the jar. That's a fun little idea, Susan. That's cute.
And it's math.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I've told everybody that JD had a really good birthday party last week. JD is my grandson, and
Happy
he's
birthday.
also the code for let's have some chocolate here in this group. So, yes, he had a great birthday. I think that was just last week. I don't think I've been here since. But he was, he had a great time. He loved being the center of attention. Absolutely loved it. No problem at all.
I just flung my die across the table. I think I'm going to cut out a couple of extras of these to make it a little bit more weighed down.
Yep, that would help.
Give it some weight and some body.
Smart thinking.
Yep.
You are adapting into a Z-fold boss really quickly.
I'm trying to make everybody proud here.
Oh yeah, you're doing it.
That might be like a new thing I do on my channel, the Z-folds series.
Wait until she learns about double Z-folds.
Oh.
You may even change your channel name to Fun Fancy Folds. She could go crazy.
Could happen.
Weirder things probably have happened.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Just a little
Thank
bit
you,
of
Gwen.
mass over here.
A Zoe fold? What is that? Oh my goodness.
Card Monkey, let's not hurry her too fast. A Zoe fold is actually something we made up here on Craft Roulette.
Oh.
It's a joyfold card with a Z fold in it. Together, we just started calling it Zoe folds.
All right. I thought I was an experienced crafter before I came on this show, but now I'm questioning things because I don't know some of this stuff.
We have our own world. Oh my goodness.
So what are the parameters going to be similar to what we're doing now for the Mother's Day thing? Are we each going to be making a card?
That's what they did last year.
Okay. Fun.
Gina and Rena were on last year. I would recommend going and watching their episode because they're pros.
Mm-hmm.
They are pros.
Yeah.
They are. I enjoy watching them together. I got to meet Gina K once at a Stamp and Scrap Expo in New Jersey. She was lovely.
Yeah, she is that. See
She's sending some stuff for Paper Gansa, isn't she?
Yes, she
is. Nice.
I should say. It's already in the mail, so.
Guys, I'm liking the Z-fold card. All right.
Got a convert.
Now we need to do some masking a little bit. I'm going to put some color over here. I don't even need this die set anymore.
Wait until you see the Zoe fold. You've got more real estate on those kind of cards than you do in A2. And you can really build up a feel.
Yeah, that's why I like when I scrapbook, I make 12 by 12 pages because I like having all of that real estate.
I do too. I do too. So you still do 12 by 12s?
I do. I don't do it very often, unfortunately. But once in a while, the mood hits or the products are like just right for something like that. So I do it then. I wish I had time to do it more often, but quite honestly, I'm very slow when I scrapbook because I put so much, I don't want kitsch flamingo. I do so much with them, so it takes me a while. So I find card making is much faster for me. But I do love it. That was actually an interesting story how I got started with that. I was working at Michael's as a floral designer, and that was the only area of the store that I wasn't familiar with at all was scrapbooking. And when you work there, you can take classes for free, or at least
Okay.
back then. This was a very long time ago. I don't know about now. So I said to my husband, who wasn't even my husband at the time, I said, would you like to, do this with me? And he said, yeah, let's do it. So we took scrapbooking classes together and I got hooked, completely hooked. And that was the end of that. And, a couple years later, we got married and I said, you know what? Let's open a scrapbooking store. And that's what we did. So I opened it with my mom. My mom was my co-owner. And my sisters worked there and my best friends worked there. And it was wonderful. I went into labor with my son there. It was great. We brought the dog all the time. It was wonderful.
Oh, that sounds great. That does sound like fun. If you're going to have
It was.
Yeah, because that can be very time consuming and employees and all that kind of hard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's neat.
Yeah, it was a great experience. I'm glad that we got to do it, and I'm glad that we got to do it together. Look at that.
On Long Island?
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yep.
Are there any scrapbook stores anymore or stamping stores that you know of?
There is. There's one. It's called Scrapalate. And she actually, the woman that owns it, was working at another scrapbooking store that was open at the same time that mine was. And I don't really remember the whole story, but she wound up opening up her own shop a few years ago, and she's still there. She's still doing it, which is super exciting. It's not too far from me. I taught there a couple of times, which was cool. So yeah, there's that one. I don't know of any others that are independent. And now that Joann's is closing, there's going to be even less, stuff. But,
I call Michael's my ex-boyfriend Michael's. He was my boyfriend for a while. But every time I went in there, he always had women in there. Lots and lots of other women. And I thought, I don't need this. I don't need this in a fictitious boyfriend. If I'm going to have a fictitious boyfriend, he's going to be good for me. He's going to be loyal and faithful.
Yes. I'm not using this washi tape anymore because I did the Z fold. Doesn't work.
There you go.
Not feeling it.
Nope.
I do think.
Look how well you're doing that Z fold.
Yeah. I do think I'm going to continue this pattern, though, with the stenciling over here. I think that would be nice.
It'd be a surprise. Because you don't.
Yeah.
You see, mine card, you could do it that way, too. My card, I'm leaving the Z folded.
How are you doing that? Are you,
I just leave
gluing it down?
It'll just be like this.
Oh, it'll just be. I see.
It will just live in existence like this.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go all out, Mary. I'm gonna do it.
We're doing it her way. The Heikkila Z fold.
Heikkila.
Heikkila. What did I say?
I don't know. It's okay. People get it wrong all the time. No worries.
I gotta read it next time. I'm gonna start a double Z. Name. It isn't. It's tricky.
Yeah.
But people mess up gun. So, there's not a whole lot of hope on some other people's names.
Wow.
I'm going to start a double Z so you can see what it is. Because I think we're about to get you hooked.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Gwen, you're right. Triangles are math. Yes. And EE, you're right. She is the coolest. Thank you. And she's watching right now, I think.
Oh.
EE and I have known each other for a very, very, very long time.
Oh, is that right? Well, welcome,
yeah.
EE.
Yes.
Let's see. So that's 5.5. Let's make it 7.5. Okay, so I'm going to do, this is 7.5. This is 8.5.
Okay.
I'm going to fold it first. I don't know if this is right. I'm getting confused. I'm pretty sure it's right. Somebody will yell at me and tell me if I'm wrong.
I put the math disclaimer in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'll fold there. I'll do the half place here. So there's my long Z fold.
Okay.
And since I made it 2 inches longer, I'm going to cut 2 inches off the bottom.
All right. You're losing me, Mary. I'm getting confused.
Are you getting sleepy? That's what happened to me in class.
No,
So
I'm just
there
getting confused with the cutting and the numbers and the scoring.
So we have this, right? I made it a little bit
Okay.
longer. Now I don't know if it's right. I think I made, is that 5.5? Yeah. Now it's an A2 Z fold. Now I've got this piece that's already scored perfectly, so I'm just going to flip it over.
Oh.
And so then it makes this little cool box thing.
Is that how that's done? Wow, that's fancy.
I know, but
I have
it
seen
isn't.
that before, but I had no idea how anyone did it.
That's it.
That's something. And look
Who
how
knew
pretty
I'd
this
take
is. I
math?
can use this on the back or something if I wanted to, but I'm not going
You
to
can
because there's
do
so much ink on
anything you
here.
want. So I will just stick that on there.
That's
So
really cool.
I know it's not hard either, but you can do really cool things with it.
Yeah.
Phew, man, that was a lot of stress. Patty Roca asked something that you can answer without math.
All right. I like
How
that.
did you go from silversmithing, which she said is so cool, to sculpting to paper crafting? Well, you took
I've
that
been
scrapbooking class, right?
Yeah, I've been paper crafting my whole life.
Uh-huh.
Not necessarily to this extent, obviously, but I've always been interested in doing, I shouldn't even say just paper crafting. Like, I remember back in the 80s when we used to, decorate sweatshirts with puffy paint and all of that. My mom always really encouraged my sisters and I, and even herself, to always be creative. And silversmithing, I had to put like kind of on the back burner because I had babies, and I always say blowtorches and babies don't mix. So I had to be responsible and not, be in my workshop doing that type of thing when I had these little ones around. So I stopped for a while.
Yeah.
And paper crafting was, a much easier thing to do with little kids.
Right.
So that was kind of, paper crafting has always been there, but jewelry making is my real passion.
Gotcha.
Just had to kind of stop for a bit.
Did you
But now
do
that they're older,
like wax relief things and
I
such
did
when
a
you
lot
made-
of lost cast types of
Lost-
things, but then
okay,
I
that's what it
also lost wax, excuse me. I used cuttlefish bones. You know what a cuttlefish is? Those white bones that parakeets like to. I used to cut those in half, and you carve that out, and then you pour liquid wax into it, like molten, not wax, molten silver, and you can get all sorts of really cool things happening because the texture of the bone is really unique. But I also really truly love working directly in metal. So yeah, it's fun stuff.
Yeah, that's. I took jewelry making for a couple of years, and it was fun.
Yeah. What kind of things did you make? Like, what were you
Rings
working
and
in?
pinned things. Yeah, just filing. I did a lot of filing because it took a lot of time, and I could just hang out and talk with my friends. But yeah, little rings and things. I ran across. When I was a senior in high school, I had to make a pamphlet and a display of my artwork, and I ran across that pamphlet the other day, and it had drawings of my my rings and such. I think I still have them upstairs somewhere. They're not
fun,
great, but
that's okay. It's not about
they
that.
were fun.
Yeah. I appreciate the non-math question. Thank you.
Really, What if I'd asked something like your origami question? Oh, no, can't do it.
Then I'd have to
Oh.
throw it to my sister who's in
There
the
you
chat,
go.
and she would have to answer. Yes, Ellen, metalsmithing is very expensive right now, but I like to use copper and brass sometimes, so that brings the cost down a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Was there something called pig iron or something that was like a silver that was cheap?
I
that-
have not heard of that. I don't know.
I don't. It seems like there was something that was cheaper.
Could be. I mean, nickel silver is cheaper, but
Maybe that's it.
it's obvious that it's cheaper. You know? It's just not very bright and shiny. It's much duller.
Yeah, maybe that was it. It's been a few years. Oh my gosh. Just a few.
Yeah.
So you think you'll go back to it? When you
Definitely. I have a
babies.
workshop.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 10 by 10 shed, and I have a full setup in there. I can't cast in there with the lost wax method, but I can do lots of direct in metal techniques. My kids have made things in there, obviously with supervision. But yeah, it's great. It's so nice to go in there and just bang on stuff, you know? I mean, it's just different from paper, you know? You can just hammer away and get all sorts of emotions out, which is nice.
Yeah, paper doesn't have that same release.
No, I mean, unless you're just tearing it, and then you
Right.
can make some collages, perhaps.
Yeah. But still, it's anticlimactic compared to pounding,
Mm-hmm.
filing, getting gritty with it.
Yes.
Yeah. Buffing.
And it's nice, too, because my dad used to work for Bulova, the watch company.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a tool and die maker for a long time. And he had a lot of things that he brought home when he was no longer working for Bulova because the location that he was at closed down. So he got a different job. So he brought home a desk and all sorts of tools that he had made and what have you. And he passed them to me, which was really nice. And I get to use them still, which is very cool.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
And a good memory,
it is,
too.
for sure.
All sorts of good stuff on that.
Yeah.
So let me find something that will work here. I have another little lion that I drew this week, or colored this week, too.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to use the
I
little
haven't had a
lion
whole lot
again.
of time to color, so I'm happy I can color today.
Oh, good. That's good. Well, just relax and enjoy yourself. We're all having a good time.
I definitely am.
Paula Rice has a question for you. She says, what's your favorite image to use for a spring card? No, well, you said in the sky for your choice.
Yes.
Do you like clouds, puffy clouds, and kites and birds? And
I really love coloring critters.
Uh-huh.
I do. I missed the question though. So can you just
What's your favorite image to use for
Okay.
spring cards? Yeah, I'd read it.
I
No
would
judgment
say
here.
flowers. For spring specifically, I
yeah.
would say flowers.
Mhm.
I've always loved coloring flowers. So that would be my go-to for spring. But I do love coloring critters and things like that as well.
Do you garden as well?
I do. I love to garden.
Vegetables,
I used to work at a
flowers?
nursery.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You do it all.
Yeah, I've done a few things. It was fun. But yeah, we're planning on perhaps
that's my
changing
bad.
up our vegetable garden. I'm sorry?
The monitor that with all the submission previews got hidden, so I'm gonna approve them all now. You'll see them pop up.
Oh,
I
Terry
didn't
Howard.
sleep very well last night, so I'm a little tired.
Oh no.
Aw. There they are. I see
Here
them
they
popping
come.
up.
Here they come. Thank you for whoever reminded us.
I think I need to do something to this edge. Think.
Look how cute that's turning out, though. Look at that.
Thank
Your
you.
first little Z-fold card.
First Z-fold. So exciting.
It is exciting. I don't think it'll be your last.
I don't think so. I might have to make some more now.
I know, they're just kind of a nice little level up that looks really cool, but isn't really hard.
Yeah.
And is definitely handcrafted kind of thing instead of.
Yeah.
I saw that Costco has handcrafted cards. For
Really?
real. Yeah, you get 40 for $25.
I'm sorry, but no one is making 40 handmade cards for $25.
No. I don't think it probably is. And I don't think well, I guess. My guess is the people that are making it probably aren't having as much fun as we are.
That could be.
Or it's
Yeah.
a handcrafted design that's then copied and printed a billion times.
No, It
Yes.
looked like it was actually put together.
Oh,
though.
really?
Yeah, it was layered and things.
Huh.
They were actually really cute.
Robot hands.
Maybe so. Oh my gosh, we're being replaced by AI robots. It will be interesting to see how AI does things with art. It already is.
Yeah, that's a whole. I just
look.
try to remind people to watch Terminator 2.
Space Odyssey. Way
Yeah.
back. Mhm.
Skynet. All right. There we go.
Didn't make that too long. I did. Well, I want to talk a little bit about your web or your YouTube channel and what you do on it.
Sure.
You had for a while, you had your monoprint Mondays. What was that about?
Yeah. Well, I love gel printing. I love
Mhm.
making monoprints, and I was on the gel press design team for a little while, and that was a lot of fun. So I thought it would be a nice, less intimidating way to introduce people to monoprinting, because sometimes it can be kind of scary because you see this weird jelly substance and people are just slapping paint on it and putting textures, and it can be a little scary.
Yeah.
So I thought if I could show people how to make something in 60 seconds, that would be kind of fun. I mean, they're not
60 seconds
actually
isn't
always
very long.
60 seconds. Like, I'll pause and let things kind of coalesce a little bit. Sometimes you need to let things dry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I needed to take a break from it because it's not easy to do things in 60 seconds, like meaning in the parameters of what YouTube requires. So I stopped that, but now I just started a new series called Pick a Palette, and I'm using something called the Palette Scout from Zolly to kind of help me pick colors for my project. So that's fun.
Mm-hmm. Colors that you would not normally use.
Yeah, because I feel
Right.
like I get stuck using
Mhm.
the same colors. And I want to break out of that because I really do love color and color theory. So I thought that would be a fun thing to do. And since Facebook is deleting old lives, I don't know if you know about that. You can
Yeah.
only have them up for a little bit longer and they're going to start deleting them. I decided, because I did a lot of lives, it would be nice to put them on my channel so that, they're there, because there was some fun stuff that we made. And even if some of the products that I used are no longer available, it's not really about that. I try to be very technique based and not necessarily product based, so that, I'll say, well, if I'm using a pumpkin and you don't have a pumpkin, maybe you can get, I don't know, grapes or something, whatever. and make this, something similar to what I'm doing. So I've been putting those up week by week, and that's
good.
kind of fun.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, that's a fun little thing. And people do like to learn about color.
Yeah. There's always something you can learn with that.
You are so right.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see how this double Z is coming together?
That is super cute.
So you've got this little thing that you get to design.
That is mind blowing. I love that.
And it's really simple.
It's so cute though.
I know. Who knew?
That's adorable. I love it.
Yeah. We use a
I might
lot
have
of
to
those
try
here on
that.
Craft
I'm going to
Roulette,
have to
don't
watch the replay and write down what you did.
No
But
kidding.
take a look. Look, it's getting there. I feel like I need something else. I might have to add some sequins, but I think that's cute so far.
I think it's real cute.
I need sequins. It
You
needs
can change sizes too.
shine.
You don't have to do it.
Oh, we got to take one step at a time, though. we gotta. It's like when I cook. I follow the recipe to a T the first time, and then I can zhuzh it up and make it my own. I'm gonna grab
Fair
some
enough.
sequins.
Fair enough. Yeah, get them out. I'll color while you're doing that. I've got my little color notes on the back. I gotta practice.
Yeah.
Practice. These are all O's.
What color do I want? Maybe green. I think green would be good.
Have you ever used Siri or Google or anything and just asked her craft questions like, "Hey, HEY Google, what would be a fun card to make today?" I wonder if they do that.
I don't know. I don't use anything like that ever. So I have no idea. There might be some options, but I don't know. I like to just sit and figure things out and mess around with things. And I try to, I usually don't have much of a plan. That's why doing something like Craft Roulette is so fun for me, because I don't really like to have much of a plan.
No,
I prefer to just do things on the fly and naturally.
that's the normal way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
well,
and,
not everybody does that. Some people
No, I
like to
know.
plan.
That's just normal to me. And it sounds like to you as well.
If you like Craft Roulette, you can help us out by liking the video. Give us a Vinny.
That is right. Flip us a Vinny.
Yes.
YouTube likes that.
We love to make YouTube happy.
Yes, of course. Okay, so now comes the part where I place my sequence.
The part of the first party and the part of the second party.
Yes, Marx Brothers. I love the Marx Brothers. Is that from Night at the Opera or Duck Soup? That
I don't remember that much.
I think it's Night at the Opera, which is my favorite one.
It's a good one. I haven't watched a Marx Brothers movie in a long time.
My sister had them on the other day when my sister lives in Jersey, and I picked her up, and she had the Marx Brothers on, which was so funny.
Whew.
Yeah.
Say the secret word and you'll win $100.
Mm-hmm.
No, those were good shows. Those were good shows. I think
Yeah,
Groucho would like. I think Groucho would like Craft Roulette. I do.
Well, why wouldn't he? What's not to like?
Thank you. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
I see Libby Hickson in the studio.
Oh,
out
hey,
there.
Libby.
Yeah, out in the viewership. So, Libby, are you ready? Are you excited?
Yeah,
She's going to be
bet
one
she
of our
is.
teachers at Paper Ganza.
That is so cool.
I think it will be.
And she's on next week, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is Night at the Opera, the party of the first part. My sister just said it.
I'm going to have to look those up.
We
And
have
my
the
ears feel
VHS
fast.
tape.
I have to have fast ears when I listen to those.
Yeah. I always liked when Harpo would play the piano.
Oh, he was so talented with the
Yeah.
way he'd do his little fingers. Boop, 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 boop.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They were nutty, crazy, good comedians.
Yes.
Clever.
Very. I also really liked, this was much later, but Victor Borga.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I
Punctuation.
got to see him. I got to see him live once.
I'm so jealous. He was so brilliant.
He was amazing.
When he did the music and it sounded weird and he turned the paper upside down, the score upside down.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. That was great. I loved that.
And when he did the the punctuation
Yes,
sounds.
with the apostrophes and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was hilarious. Oh, it was
Oh my
Chico that played the piano?
Chico.
It was Harpo.
Harpo played harp.
Right. Yes, duh. Look, I'm doing a Z-fold card here. My mind
you
is
are
not,
concentrating. You
Look
are
what I did, guys. I'm so excited.
I'm proud of
I feel like I need to do something right here because I got this little smush of nail polish. Maybe I'll put a couple more beans. That'll
Oh, that's
work.
a good idea. Yeah, bean
Yeah,
it
you're
up.
not done yet, right?
Oh, well, I
can
probably
keep
won't
going?
finish this one. Yeah, I'm just goofing off.
All right. Is it okay if I put 2 more beans on?
Absolutely. Bean it out.
Yeah. 2 more. Yes, Gwen, you can guess how many beans are in the jar.
See you later, Amanda.
Bye, Amanda.
Now, yeah, as a reminder, you don't have to do a Z fold for this challenge this week. It just has to have 2 folds.
Yeah.
But Z folds are just an easy. They just played into the concept here.
Okay. I think I'm going to do blue and yellow.
Always good. Can't go wrong.
Mhm. Yeah.
I guess I don't have these out yet. Okay, who do I use? Orange? Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? So you were you raised on good comedy like that? Or was this, did you find good
Yeah.
comedy later in
Yeah.
life?
No, I was. My dad was a huge Marx Brothers fan. I think that we might have almost all of the movies on DVD, on VHS, excuse me.
Oh, wow.
And I do have a VCR, so I can play it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. He watched The Honeymooners sometimes, but not too often.
Mhm.
What else did we watch?
Lucy,
Yeah, a little bit of that.
we had Lucy on as a parameter once. We haven't had it.
Really?
I took it off for a while. It'll probably come back someday. But yeah. And I was thinking Lucille Ball, that we could all come up with something with her, but also Charlie Brown, Peanuts, and Lucy.
Yeah.
Or
that would
Lucy in
be
the
fun.
Sky with Diamonds, or
Mhm.
those kind of things. I figured there'd be something that we could do with Lucy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was a fun parameter.
That is a fun parameter. I would probably do something like polka dots for that. Or chocolate. That episode with the chocolate is so
Mhm.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
Susan, I just put a black jelly bean for you. I do like the black ones. I do.
too. I
Yeah.
do too. They're so delicious.
Okay. Now time to fussy cut.
You fussy cut too? Do you do everything?
do.
I think you might.
well, Not
Well, now
everything, because, these fancy folds are not my
You're
thing.
learning. But you're learning. You're going to become proficient at fancy folds next. I got a hunch.
Yeah, I
There's
might.
a bunch of really simple ones that look great.
Well, what you did, I think, is fantastic. It looks so complicated.
Yeah. You should see the Zoe fold.
Yeah.
But we
I'll
don't
have
want
to look that up.
We don't want your brain to get too much stimulated. You won't be able
Yeah,
to
we
go
have to be
bed
nice to
tonight.
me. I'm only a first-time guest. We'll
That's
save that for the next time.
We don't want your brain to explode.
No, not today. Not today.
No. We want you to be able to sleep too, because you get too much information. So
Yeah.
when you first started doing paper crafts, did you like go crazy and buy a lot of stuff? Because you were working at Michael's, so you had some discount and things. Or what
Well,
did you?
I
What'd you
had
do
already had a
next?
bunch because my mom was working, I don't know if you guys remember, Fabric Bonanza. And
Mm-mm.
plus, I worked at Frank's Nursery and Crafts. So I had mentioned that I worked at a
Oh, okay.
nursery. So I already had a lot of crafts from that point. And then prior to, because my mom, again, is just a big time crafter.
Mhm.
So I had already had a lot of things, but the scrapbooking definitely made me purchase additional stuff, like my big 12 by 12 paper cutter from Fiskars that I still use, you
Mhm.
know. But I did get hooked, you know, all of those EK Success, the Jolie's stickers and things like that. And it turns out I don't use stickers very much. I have a
No,
ton, and I don't really use them, which is kind of sad. I need to figure
they're
out
so
something
cute.
to do with them. But yeah. So I did buy things, but I already had a lot of things too.
Yeah.
My husband wound up buying things because, you know, that was a whole new thing for him.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he enjoyed it. And I
That's
like when we get to craft together. It doesn't happen too often, but it's a lot of
Mhm.
fun when we do.
Maybe when the kids are gone, and they won't be gone. Maybe they'll
Well, we do
be
it
gone in
together,
a
the
few
four of us.
years.
We'll have a Heikkila
Okay.
crafting day. So I'll just pull down a whole bunch of stuff because it's hard for four of us to work in my space up here. So we'll set up at my dining room table and we'll all color or make shaker cards or play with alcohol inks and do fun things like that together.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of see what we got going on here. I think I'm going to, while you finish up that, I'm going to make sure I hit all my parameters since I couldn't remember what parameters I had just about an hour ago. Card with 2 folds. Well, I've got them right here and here. Jelly bean colors. I went with the cherry kind of jelly bean ideas here. I don't know if there's gray jelly beans. I probably wouldn't want to eat them, but we always have a neutral rule around here that you can always use neutrals. Math. Well, what was my math? What was my?
Oh, you're folding.
I taught you how
folder
to do
math.
a Z fold. Not only did I do math, I taught math.
You did.
So yes, half and half. There you go. Just think of that cream, you know, in the refrigerator when you're trying to remember how to make a Z fold. Just go half and half. That's all you have to do. And for markers, I colored my little elephant with markers, and I also colored the background with markers on Precious Baby. And then I did a stencil because you were using stencils, and I wanted to be cool like you. So there's that. And then I did do math because I'm going to put in a second card when I finish this. And I taught you how to do a double Z. Mm-hmm. That's the one. That's the one.
And
I did it. You did it. Let's make sure you hit all those so that you don't get busted.
That's right. So my 2 folds, Miss Mary taught me how to do my Z fold. So there's that. And then my colors are jelly beans, and I used jelly beans. The math is because, you know, we mathed this for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the last one? I forgot now.
Markers.
Markers, yeah. I used my Copics. So there we go. So I hit the parameters.
Look at you go. Did that like a boss. You did it like a craft roulette boss. I love it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. Well, here's the part where you get to relax, change your camera, and we're going to tell people how to play, who's coming up, and give away some stuff. And we'll be back to say
Sounds
goodnight.
good.
All right. You did great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a good part for our guest. First guest in particular, I think that's a great part where you go, oh, I did it. I'm good. I don't have to worry anymore. It is nice. You can play too. Would love to have you join us. These are fun. You saw how easy it is to make a card with 2 folds. Use some jelly bean colors. Use some math. scroll back to when we discussed it if you want to know more, and use some markers. You got this. I tell you, just show us what you come up with, how you interpret those 4 parameters. Send that card to craftroulette.live. There's a submit card form. Just use it. It'll tell you, walk you right through the process. We've got some wonderful, look how wonderful those guests are that are coming up. I have the best job in the crafting world, getting to hang out with these wonderful crafters and my friends in the Cheddar Box. So, Libby Hickson next week. Don't want to miss her. Mary Polanco, after a long hiatus, we get to have her come back on. Sire Anderson, silly Sir Sire. He's always a lot of fun. No. Did you see his card this last week? He drew a squirrel. It was the cutest little thing. Ann Butler's going to join us after that. And then our friend Ardith is coming back. She's been on so many times. It's always a pleasure when she joins us as well. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, hit that subscription and that notification. It would be great. We'd love to have you. Bring a friend. I know there's watch parties. There's people that watch these shows together. Make it happen. Have some fun. I was just wondering if Mr. Producer was awake. Those are those members that I've been talking about. Remember, we do have a call after this. If you are in the silver group or gold or above, we appreciate you joining us. We usually talk about really wild things like parameters and our cards. Finish off our cards. I'll probably work on mine while we talk and talk about Craft Roulette. And just get to know each other. It's a very, very casual call, but very fun. I love meeting these people. I do. It's so fun to meet people that are all over the world making cards, using the same 4 parameters, joining us on these shows. It's a treasure. It really is. Mary Claus, I forgot about her. Join us each and every week if you do want more information about being a member. It does keep us live and without commercial interruptions. And you can find out on craftroulette.live/support for as low as $5 a month. You get a lot of stuff. Like Charlene Madrid being my co-host on a member show. How about that? That was fun. Wasn't it, Charlene? That confetti and circle mean it's time to give away some stuff. And we have got some good stuff to give away. If you sent in a card last week, you are eligible. And your name should be on that list unless you opted out, which you can. But many don't. I don't know. There's some good stuff to give away. We always start with a CROG, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. This one goes all over the world. Thanks, Charlene. It was a blast. I watched a little. Did I watch it all? I don't think I watched it all. But I did watch part of it. It was really fun. And the member show is, I know a lot of the members really like watching them too. Tara, I do not know who you are. I'm excited to find out. Make sure after the spinning is done, go to craftroulette.live, claim a prize form, fill that out, and use the same email that you used when you sent in your card, so we'll recognize you as the true owner. No nefariousness around here. I know everybody's after my CROG. But we're going to keep you away, dirty rackin' presents. Oh, Miss Holloman is winning a goodie bag. Miss Holloman will be here in July. If she's here, she's probably screaming. She's often with grandkids. Pink and Maine, she's got 10 kids of her own. And she homeschooled 30 years. Homeschooled 30 years. Pink and Maine, you know, she's got a cute little new release out. Oh, Tracy Fear, she's gonna love that. Tracy Fear, Afraid of No Color. Tracy Fear does a lot of videos on YouTube too. Check her out. She's been on this show as well. So you can see her on last summer, I think she was on. She's also been a member, has done the member show. I mean, to tell you, we got a lot of fun people around us all the time. This calls for confetti. Terry Howard, aren't you glad you sent in a card, Terry Howard? Terry Howard is going to be one of our 3 helpers at Paper Ganza. My friend Sue Masoner, is going to be our bouncer. I keep saying she's going to be on bounce. She's going to sit by the door so no nefarious types will come in and grab our crogs. And then our friend Biddy Penny will be doing our social media, so it's going to be so fun. Donna W. is going to get a Riley and Company gift certificate. Sure had fun when Tanya was on. You're going to meet her at Paperganza. Inky Stamper will be one of our guests at Paperganza. She was at a booth last weekend. I think it was last weekend. Hat Trick was there. It was fun. She's just a little glitter bubble, and we like her so much. Who's going to get a $25 gift certificate from her? Sharon F., congratulations. Congratulations. I sometimes get these done on the weekend, but it may be Monday. So I will be in touch with you to get you your prizes. Make sure you use that claim prize form. Use the same email, and we'll be in touch with you so you can get some shopping done. And also, as always, if you are doing some craft shopping, please consider using our spin sponsors. We just love having them be a part of our show. It makes our show so much more fun. Some of the links on craftroulette.live associates sponsors do have affiliate links, so we appreciate it when you use those. There's also some discounts over there. So if you need a discount code, go check it out. It's pretty easy to figure out if it's there or not. So thank you. Congratulations. That was fun. You can be here next week. All you have to do is send in a card. We'd love to have that happen. Let's bring her back from New York. Yahoo! There she is, smiling.
Hello.
Just so relaxed now. Shoulders down. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? It just is.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. 259 shows later, I'm still here. Yeah, because it's fun.
Amazing. It's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we appreciate you being here and being so brave and seeing and going, I don't know, I'm going to do it anyway. So that's what I do every week. I don't know, I'm going to do it anyway. But it is fun, and we get to see you back in May.
Yes, it's going to be great.
Yeah, that'll be special. Our Mother's Day shows they're a thing. They're going to be good.
Yeah.
Seeing in the chatterbox, they appreciated you being on and enjoyed your company. So
thank you, everybody.
Than that. What do you have? If anything coming up on you've got the palette. Pick.
Yes, my pick a palette thing, and then just whatever I feel like doing. I try not to make myself too crazy. I have videos on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then on Mondays I do the old Facebook lives, just so that they're uploaded to something more permanent than Facebook. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on.
We started on Facebook.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. 10 people. So we're just a little over that now, so that's nice.
A little bit. That's amazing. So great.
Yeah. Anyway, well, this is a part where we have a little routine, a little tradition here. We kiss our brains.
Yes.
So plant a big one on there. You deserve it. You worked hard tonight.
I do. I did a Z-fold.
Next is going to be a double Z. I'm going to be checking on your channel to see that happen. And the Zoe fold soon after that.
Oh,
Chatterbox, nice to see you here. Thank you so much for joining us. See the members here in just a few minutes. Mr. Producer, bravo. I'm so sorry you're tired. I didn't know. You're such a trooper. And Alison, Heikkila, thank you so much for joining us. You were a pleasure. And
thank you
we'll
so
see
much.
you in May.
Yes, you will. Good night, everybody.
Good night. See you soon. Bye-bye.